Welcome to News Now Alberta. This is Special Ed. This one is a few years old, but as I could find, it wasn't talked about enough. Hardly any news story was done about it during, and no follow-up stories found. This autistic man was left with two broken ribs after false arrest, and cops laughed at him afterwards, saying he has a great story for his friends.
One of the officers had kneed Reed in the ribs and subsequently broke two ribs.
A Calgary family wants answers after an autistic man was mistaken for a suspect and arrested by police. They say the incident left Reed with two broken ribs and a bleeding face. City News has agreed not to publish Reed's last name out of his fear of retaliation for speaking out about the incident.
It happened back on October 11th. Police confirmed they were investigating a stolen car downtown that night. Reed was standing outside of his apartment with a friend, unknowingly where the stolen car was abandoned, when police came around the corner and yelled at him to get on the ground. His stepbrother, Tyler Argue, says because of his autism, Reed doesn't always know how to respond to intense situations.
He didn't know if they were talking to him. He was confused. He really was more or less of the mindset that, I better go back into my building.
After a third command to get on the ground, he did, but that's when it's alleged an officer kneed him in the ribs, breaking two.
The arresting officer also, pushed his face into the ground. It really scraped his face up pretty bad.
Police say in a statement they initially arrested someone thought to be a suspect, but when they realized he wasn't, he was released.
While no formal report was made to police regarding the wrongful arrest, it says they became aware of allegations made on social media by someone who was related to the man who was arrested, that the man sustained injuries while being arrested. This matter is currently being reviewed by the Police Professional Standards section, which will include a review of the in-car digital camera footage and body-worn camera footage from officers who were present during the incident to determine if wrongful force was used.
We're all ears. We're waiting for some kind of response.
Haley Jarmaine, City News.
How disgusting was that? This made my blood boil. He eventually was on the ground and his hands behind his head and was still assaulted. Police didn't even do a report on this, and there was clearly facial injuries. This is what the CSP released. On Monday, October 11, 2021, police were responding to a dynamic call regarding a stolen vehicle in the downtown area. During the incident, police arrested a man who was believed to be the suspect they were pursuing. Shortly after the arrest, police determined the man was in fact not the suspect, and he was immediately released. While no formal report was made to police regarding the wrongful arrest, we became aware of the allegation made on social media by someone who is related to the man who was arrested. The man sustained injuries while being arrested. The matter is currently being reviewed by the Professional Standards section, which will include reviews on the in-car digital camera footage and body-worn camera footage from the officers who were present during the incident to determine if wrongful use of force was used. We fully understand how alarming this would be for a citizen to be wrongfully arrested and are committed to thoroughly reviewing this incident, including working with the citizen once we are able to reach him to ensure the right and appropriate outcome. As this matter is under internal review, no further information is available. According to Art, his stepbrother, the officer then stood Reed up and said, "I know you've been driving tonight." To which Reed responded by saying he hasn't driven in 5 years, as he does not have a driver's license. The officer then allegedly said something along the lines of, "We'll see about that." Art said police had a witness to the car theft, with them, who, upon seeing Reed being arrested, told them that this was not the person they were looking for. The cops approached Reed and his friends and made an assumption that these were the people, said Arg. The witness that the cop had with them looked at Reed through the window of the cop car and said that's not him. But according to Arg, Reed was not released by police at this point. They seized his cell phone, his vape, and his building key fob. At some point, they gained entry to the building. We're still waiting confirmation on how they did that, whether it was with the key fob. They arrested two male suspects inside the building shortly after. That's when the officers came back to the vehicle and released Reed about 20 minutes later. I can't find other information about this. There doesn't seem to be any charges to the officers and no further actions taken. Welcome to the Blue Line Gang, where they protect each other but not the public. What do you think about this? Please leave your thoughts in the comment. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.